Hi guys, welcome again to my channel and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today it's another interesting video about things I wish I knew before moving to Germany from Africa. Very interesting. So, and this video is also going to be of help to you people, the ones who are planning to move in, or the one who are just here recently, maybe let's say 1 week, 1 month, something, 1 year. Yeah, it's going to be of help to you. So if you're planning to move, things that you're supposed to know, and if you are already here and maybe you are a little bit reluctant, things you're supposed to know. First thing, it's about the German language. And German language is not an optional when you are in German. Like, you will survive with English in some places, but for work reasons, the work purposes, the government, and most of daily life, German is very essential. Like, you need this language called German. You can maybe, let's say, for an example, you've gone to the supermarket and you need something, and most of the supermarkets, they are Germans, and there are also other people from other countries, and most of the people from these other countries, they don't know English. So when you go to this place and you're looking for something, you need to buy something, and you're not able to express yourself in German language, then you have a problem, because this person cannot communicate in English. That means the only language that you'll be able to speak that this person may understand, it's German. So the German language, when you're coming to German or when you're already here, it's not an optional. I took it sometimes for granted, and I was like, I have my husband beside me. He can speak the language, but myself, I need it. There are some jobs that you may get which you don't need the language, but I'm telling you, this kind of jobs where you get and you don't need the German language, you will not be able to do these jobs for long. You will get to a point where you feel like, this is too much, I really need to change, I really need to look for something different, because these kinds of jobs, they are not the easiest jobs to do. It's either it will leave you one of your parts will be something like you'll have a problem later. So for you to avoid that, it's better to do the German language as early as possible. Don't run just like, I need to make the money. That was what I had when I came. I was like, for me, the money is more important than anything else. And until 2 years, the space or the place where I got the job, I was more comfortable, and I was like, I don't need another job. I'm getting the euro. So I don't need to change. Until I started getting problems, then I was like, I still have my documents. I went to school in Kenya, so I can work on this line. And now, you see, after it's now 4 years when I came to German. So if I had made this decision from the word go, then I would not have gone to this step. Now I am forced to go back to school for me to better my German language so that I'm able to get the kind of job that I want. So, German language, you need it when you come here. It's not an optional. So don't say you can speak in English, it's enough for you. Even when they say there are jobs that, let's say, like in offices where you can work comfortably and you need English, but they need the language. You need German language. That's a big lie. You need the language as long as you're living here. You need it. So about the seasonal depression is real. Like, before you get used to the season, like during the winter, it's long, dark, and cold, very different from many African climates. Sometimes when you see sunlight, you feel like that's a luxury, like it's something special. When you see just a sun, you need to go and stand. Like during the winter, you find out at 4 it's already dark. at 4 p.m. it's already dark. And this darkness goes up to 8 a.m. Like 7:30 to 8, it's still dark in the morning. So you are in the dark. The light is very short. So when you see a little bit sun shining, you just want to go and stand somewhere. Now you will get that maybe when you come here you will experience, or when you are here you still have you've seen it. When during is it from summer we go to spring? Spring, yes. Now during that time there's a little bit sun and sometimes cold, darkness, light, and when you see that sun, you just want to sit somewhere and just feel it. Until now it comes to summer. During the real summer, you don't even want to be seen anywhere under the sun. It's very, very hot. So about the weather, it's very, very different. So missing home about food, weather, you can feel like you can fall a little bit into depression, a lot of thinking and stress, until you get you have to find a way for you to be connected. Like for me, when I came, the food wise was very different. I tried my level best, and I tried to look for something similar to my Kenyan food. At least you feel like you are outside your country, but you are enjoying something. Food wise, like we all know that food is very important. We all need food now to survive. You need food for your stomach. So when you come here, for me, I tried, and like when it comes to meat, we tried different supermarkets, and one day we ate from, I am not going to mention any supermarket. So my husband bought meat from one supermarket and another, and I could try, and until I settled, there is one which tastes a little better. Not just like my own, but at little, there is one I settled on, and I said, let's remain here by this. So for me, it's like this. Bread, there's a supermarket where I prefer the bread from the meat. Like everything, we have different supermarkets. So you have to find a way at least to try and survive, because hey, another thing is when someone like says black people, that one I feel like it's an insult. They address you, you feel someone saying black. It's not black, it's Africa. Call us Africa, just like we say white. Yeah, white is the opposite of black, isn't it? Yeah, but the white sounds better. When you call someone black, it's like a racism, something like that. Like, just say Africa. Just say Africa. An Africa. Which country do you come from? Where are you from? Something like that. Yeah. So, and another thing we have with our fellow Africans here, try to treat, when you see your fellow Africa passing, smile. Just smile on this person. It's good. At least you feel that you've met someone from your country. Finding a house, especially in big cities, it's very expensive and very hard. You may take 1 year before you get a house. And another thing, you don't just go and just look for a house and you give a deposit. Here you have to give the proof that you are working. You have to give maybe your last loan, salary, what is it called? Salary what? The paper you get after maybe you've gotten your salary. You have to give a proof that you've been employed and you're working, and how long have you been in this space, how much you're earning. The people need to be assured that you'll be able to pay their rent, the house rent, and everything. So yeah, that's one of the things. Also, it's very, very difficult looking for a house and the proof, the documents. Everything in German needs documentation. The residence permit. Are you allowed to stay in Germany? Do you have a working permit? Do you have a good job that you are able to pay for this house that you want to rent? There are strict noise rules. That when we learned also when we are in school, like when you get to 10 p.m. you're not supposed to make noise for your neighbors. You're supposed to mind, like, no loud music, vacuuming or something like that, something that is going to be a nuisance to your neighbors. At 10 you're supposed to be you are supposed to be quiet because of the other people. Yeah. So yes, and things like those, the expenses, they are unbelievable. Paperwork is a way of life in German, like be ready for a lot of documents, forms, and so on. Appointments, especially with immigration, ensure everything. Like here, it's documentation. Germans like papers, proof, everything. They need to be sure before maybe they are giving you something or something. They need to be assured. They need the assurance that they are safe, or whatever they are doing, it's allowed. Yeah, so and registration of address, you need to be registered for you to get the letters from the government and from anything else. And you cannot hide, you cannot run in Germany. You are known, like the government knows where I am. If they just type my name, my date of birth, everything is going to come. They will know she's living in this house, in this street, in this now post. Like, you cannot run in Germany. Health insurance is required, and it's the cheapest. When you have a health insurance, at least you know you can go to the hospital for checkups and everything else. Like, you cannot afford to pay for yourself. Your qualifications might not be recognized, or like, you need to show proof that you can do. Like, you don't just go and say, I went to school up to this, I have degrees, I have masters, I have learned up to this level. You need to show that you are able to do that. And also you need to get your documents recognized by the office here, and that recognition takes some time and also needs money. You need to pay. They may request for a document from your school where you are going, so you need also to have the contact from your former either university or college, because you'll need a paper from them. Like the way I was, the time I decided to verify my documents, they asked me for a proof from this university, so I had to write an email to them so that they would give me a letter, a valid one, stamped, to send to them as a proof that I really went to this university. Punctuality is very serious. You need to be punctual when you have an appointment. But I still complain, no. Sometimes you have an appointment at 9:30 and you are very faithful. You go at maybe 9, and my friend, you'll be attended at 10. So I'm like, I was punctual. I came even earlier, but then there was delay. Yeah, privacy is highly valued. People tend to keep themselves, like here, it's you and you alone. So yeah, you need to be prepared when you're coming here. You need to know all these things. It's very important for you to know where you're going and what is required of you. Not just waking up and saying, we come here without being prepared, and nobody tells us about what is really happening until you get here and you get surprised of your life. So you have to start learning step by step until you get here. Yeah, guys, hope I helped you. German language is not an optional, but you have to start learning it now. And these days the rules are changing, so you need the higher level. The earlier the better, before you come and you stay after years and you're like, let me go back to school. Hope you got it. If you've watched up to this point, please like the live stream. Not live stream. I'm used to live stream these days. Like the video, leave a comment, and thank you.